These days, I think about my dad a lot. How young he was then, what our fathers faced in their lives, how they learned to be fathers, were good fathers, and sometimes not. The lessons we're supposed to teach our children, the love to give, the support we're counted on for. Though mostly it's not discussed, also about the manliness. Hearing the richness in your father's voice, carrying you from the car, mostly asleep after a long ride home, how he smelled of grass and leaves after raking the lawn in autumn, his breath billowing on a cold winter morning, making your snowman, and falling in the snow for angels. You remember a nick or two after he shaved. We do bleed, with tenderness too. We were raising 2 sons, and our oldest joined a summer sandlot game he'd seen in the small park across from our home. He wanted his teammates to come home after the game, 10 or a dozen boys. We were following the instincts of a child, following his honesty. 5 boys from that game, a little older, eventually became part of our family. 7 boys became brothers. We grew to have 7 sons. One has become a wonderful dad. I've not always been the best at that. I've lost my patience. I've yelled and it only scared my children and then scared me. Seas of emotions come and go. I've disappointed my wife sometimes. I've never wanted to. We reach milestones. Our oldest son's bedroom door open now all the time, his bed made and empty. His first day of school wasn't that long ago. The first Little League games to what in seasons became suddenly his last high school game. A last report card, but a new beginning for the young adult who not very long ago was our newest baby. Our parents couldn't have felt quite the same, did they? Because they seemed so adult. Our oldest son's grown to be much bigger than any of us. I was the last to hug him. I wanted the pictures of our life to run through my head. The day we met, the day we took him home, fishing side by side. In grade school, for a class project, he wrote, "If you get writer's block, don't stop in the beginning. Don't be afraid to jump into the sea of ideas." And I was convinced he was a genius, at least for a moment or more than a few. Maybe it's been the same with you along your way. Painting from an art class, a math test, a role in a high school play. Then our youngest son knew he and I had hugged enough. He let go and walked off towards his new home. Beneath a long arch and white colonnade, a brick walkway, and he grew smaller. Others stepped in the way and I lost my son. Then he was there, then not, and then it was time for us to go home. Our journeys have continued the way they do. You pay the bills, go to the movies, visit with your friends. Accidentally, you discover that stuffed animal they were so attached to, a puppy or a monkey. You pick it up, smell and feel its softness against your face, and life floods back, memories and deep love. Maybe you think of a moment when you might have asked more questions, paid a touch more attention to a glance or word that seemed uncertain. But past that, in all the hours, in all the devotion, you held young lives to growing up true. I am a father now with sons I think about a lot, and a son to a father I now better understand, his fear, his uncertainty, and I go into the fear and uncertainty with the courage of caring for young men who will do the best for their children, the best we can. To give and be present and dependable. To listen, listen more, then listen again. What's right one moment changes later on. They grow and need other things. We dry tears, we pick them up when they fall, send them on their way. They go. Every once in a while, they turn around, walk back, and hug us. Thank you.